Hey, ForexMilitia. This is Parsival, and we are going to go over the Forex maneuvers, the weekly outlook for the April 24th to April the 30th. I'm sorry, April the 29th, and we're going to start out with the calendar. Okay, so here we go. We have the French presidential election on Sunday. That is between Macron and Le Pen. And then basically it's a small stuff this week. All right, so the CAD on Monday, big news. CPI, which is of course inflation news coming out of Australia. The yen, the BOJ, sorry, outlook, monetary statement, and the USD, the advanced GDP, quarter over quarter, and then the core personal consumer expenditure price index. Had that last month, same thing. So we'll see exactly what that news actually gives us. And so now let's go ahead and go into the charts. Okay, on the dollar, we have the dollar rallying, okay, going up into the stratosphere, and I'm going to use floor pivots to project targets of where it might actually go up into. Alright, so we have two targets here of 101.71. These are the yearly floor pivots. Alright, and I'm doing it on the weekly. And these pivots are the right setting for the weekly time frame. So okay, we've got 101.71 and we've got 104.13. So this is 1 and 2. Okay. So that on the dollar, I am bullish. On the US 30, I am bearish. Okay. After this week, well, okay. Short term, I am bullish because I believe what's going to happen in this week is there's going to be some big news coming out of Apple, Facebook, Google. So that's going to actually be some big news that's going to be coming through. But for the long term, I am bearish. And I'm bearish going all the way into the midterm elections towards the end of this year. Alright, so I'm bearish on that, but the stock market on a whole is always usually bullish, but it has pullbacks. So short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Alright, let's go ahead and look over here and see what levels this could actually reach. Okay, so on US 30, I am looking for this to actually drop all the way down here to 26,463. Okay, I'm going to make a video to give you the reasoning why sometime in the future. I'm not going to say when, but I'm going to give you my reasoning on why that is. Okay, on gold is actually bullish because of what's going on in the economy right now. Now, even though the dollar is as bullish as it is, gold is still a very good safe haven, and people are always looking to basically protect their money from losses. So I'm bullish on gold. Over here on the pivots, as we can see, gold actually just broke out of a it's a super trend breakout, basically ATR based breakout, and I usually look for at least a gain of about one zone, so, or one support resistance line. So if it entered here, I'm looking for it to go at least to 2104 and then possibly to 2176. So bullish on gold. On Bitcoin, I am also bullish because, well, actually, I'm looking for this to probably most likely fall first because the dollar is so bullish, and Bitcoin is tied to the Nasdaq because of technology. It's since it's been trading in some type of sympathy with that. So short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Let's take a look at that on the pivots. And as you can see, this is because of the super trend. It is bearish, but also because of the MACD. The MACD is below the zero line, which is like an indication of bearishness. And so I'm looking for it to actually fall most likely down to 27. I'm sorry, to let me get that right. To about 28 and then down to 20. So that's Bitcoin. Oil. On oil, I am looking for oil to continue to rise. Okay, so I'm bullish on oil. On the pivots, I have a position here where I am actually long, and this is actually going from an entry of way down here. So what I'd be looking for is for it to actually hit 118 and then 129. Those are my two targets that I'm basically looking for it to hit. Next, the loonie. Okay, the loonie, I expect this to be bullish for a short on the short term frame of things, because really the loonie is very bearish and oil is very strong. So because of that, I mean, as you can see, it's been ranging, right? It's been ranging because the two of them are actually fighting it out. But very sooner or later, what's going to happen is the dollar is in a very, what I would call a wild card uptrend. Okay, I don't know exactly where it's going to stop. Not exactly, right? But I do have those targets at 101 and 104, but I don't know exactly where it's going to stop. When that actually happens and that reverses, I believe oil is basically going to take over, and the loonie is going to fall. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look over here where that could possibly go to. Alright, in this bearish state of things, I am looking forward to, actually, well, with the way how this is set up, right, this is bullish, right? So, on the upside of things, as far as within the range, as you can see, the top of this range is right about here, 129.71. I'll say 129.75. I would say up into this area here, 131.78 or 131.50. That it should actually go up into there. That would be the top. That would be the top, and that would basically, I would believe it would begin to fall from there, because like I do believe the overall trend on the loonie is bearish. Okay, on the euro. Now the euro should actually also continue to fall, and right now it is at what I would call a monthly, an area of balance. Okay, so it might actually fall all the way down to 105.50 and then bounce and then come back. So I have that target there. Let's see what the pivots say. So I have that 105.50. This one has it at 104.75. So that's right in that zone right there, 104.75. Actually, it would be here. If it was going to fall down to it, it would be 105.87. Because the yearly pivots are a bit shifted, and it's shifted to the left. So when you're reading the pivots for on the yearly time frame, on the weekly, yearly time frame, you have to shift one to the left to basically read the levels. So it's 105.87 on the pound. The pound is still falling, and like I said, I believe it'll continue to fall, right, as the dollar basically continues to rally, most likely to 125.50. And on the pivots, 125.50, right down to this area, right, it should fall down to here. So 125.36 over here, right in that area where the that is a monthly support line, and right around an area of balance, right around here. And then hopefully what I believe is then it will it'll find some support and it will reverse. All right, so that's it for the weekly outlook, the Forex maneuvers for the currencies that I am following. And so now, one thing, if you like this video, leave it a like, and subscribe for more content. And if you have a question, leave me a comment. So now let's get over to the Trademiner picks of the week. See you over there. Okay, here we are on Trademiner Forex, and we have a bearish Kiwi dollar, basically Kiwi, and it's from April 27th to May 23rd with 12 years, back tested, and 83% win rate. Okay, and that is pretty good. I didn't get the probability in there. All right, and so the stock of the week is IBM. This is just 5 years, 80%, and the probability is very low, but I'm going with what's going on in the market. So that's a little bit of a cherry pick. So the reason, you'll see exactly why I did that, I guess it's a little bit to save face. Let's go over to the chart and basically take a look at what the charts look like. Okay, so here we are. They're both of those, both the currency and the stock of the week are both bearish. So okay, we've got a bearish looking setup over here. This is the higher time frame. This is the daily. So this is the weekly line. The daily super trend has this long, but the weekly has it short. So I guess I'll probably wait until this actually breaks to actually take the second part of that position. Okay, and then over here we have IBM, and IBM on the weekly is also short, right? Short, but on the daily it's long. And so like I said, I could take the half of the position basically going short for the seasonal trade, and then the other half when this actually breaks here, if it breaks here, going into the technical trade. All right, so now let's go take a look at, I'm laughing because you can see what happened here. The review. All right, so what we have here is a trade for Salesforce closed. Let me show you what happened there. All right, trade for CRM Salesforce closed 9,000. CAT closed, right? And I closed a position for Aussie Swissy at a gain. I closed it just a little bit early, 1 day early, because I was supposed to close it, I believe, on Sunday, Monday, right? And I for a gain of about $248. A trade for Walmart basically closed Monday on the 8th for about 4,000, and let's see, I think that's about it. So that's basically what happened this week. All right, so as you can see right now, I'm at 81,000. So far I'm at a deficit, and this is 7,700. So you see I have 3 that are in the black, right? But these 2 are huge, and they were long this week. And yesterday on stocks, the market plunged, the Dow plunged 900 points. So that's how you get this, okay? Alright, so these are, and as you know, I'm only trading like the components of the Dow. So they were long, right? This is long. Now, Microsoft, I think Home Depot, they all report this week, right? This week, I'll say this week coming. And so we'll see exactly if these actually trade up, if they get a small boost before they basically close. But so far, the only thing that's short, P&G, as you can see, is in a gain. So that J&J, which is long, very interesting, is actually in a long, and I believe this is why. It's because the healthcare sector has been on a tear as of late, because it is a defensive sector. So people will basically put their money there as because they want to keep it working as a defensive measure. And usually going into the latter part of April, going into May, people will switch over to those defensive sectors to basically hold value, as well as flock over into gold. So that's another reason why gold might actually gain and go up. So those are the defensive measures that the big money takes. And so with that, like, comment, subscribe. Please help out my channel. And I will say this: the closest thing to the Holy Grail is following the smart money. Okay, and so with that, knowledge is power. Be power hungry, and power to the people. This is Parsival signing out.